Okay, school is about to get started before you know it, and it's tough to get the kids up and out the door. You especially want them fed so they're not going to school hungry, but you don't have time. I've got something that they're gonna love. You can do ahead so you have more time. Put it in the freezer, have it ready to go in a moment's notice in the microwave the next morning, and they're gonna love it. It's gonna remind them, I think, of their favorite griddle sandwich from one of their favorite fast food restaurants, but you do it at home so you know what goes in it and it's wholesome ingredients. Well, as far as I'm concerned, we're gonna call it wholesome. So it's sausage pancake bites, and we'll get to it next. What you're gonna need to get started, very simple. You probably have a lot of these in your pantry already. This is just a pancake mix, and just get your favorite one. I got the complete, so all it's gonna take is water. You don't have to add eggs or anything else to it. Just follow the directions on the package. You're gonna need some pork sausage, and I've got some sugar, some syrup, and some water to go in the pancake mix, and just a little bit of maple extract. You just need a tiny bit of that. And the first thing we're gonna get started with is browning the sausage. All right, I'm just browning the sausage now. I wanna get it completely browned up. And this is a whole pound. More than likely, you're not gonna use all of that unless you make a really huge batch of these and put in the freezer, which is fine. But we always have leftover sausage crumbles, and I go ahead and keep that, maybe freeze that, and I will throw that into a breakfast taquito and a flour tortilla one morning with eggs and cheese. That's great. Put it on a pizza, or one of our favorite things, put it in a queso dip. So that's good football watching food. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish browning this up. We'll drain off any excess fat before we proceed, and we'll be right back with that. Got my sausage cooked and drained and ready to go. Gonna mix up my pancake mix now. So I've got what the box called for, and gonna put in the amount of water that was on the package instructions, and just mix that up as if you were doing any regular pancake mix. But we're gonna add a couple little things to it just to give it a little more flavor. Because sometimes, unless you're putting a bunch of syrup and butter on the pancakes, they're not gonna have a ton of flavor on their own. So we're gonna want to kind of ramp that up a little bit. And I have made these so many times. I made them for birthday party sleepovers, for a quick breakfast the next day. And we took a trip to the mountains one holiday with some other families. I was responsible for breakfast one morning for everybody. Took these along and they disappeared. So everybody's gonna love them. Okay, gonna put a couple of teaspoons of sugar in here just to give it a little more flavor. Just a few little tiny drops of this maple extract. Don't go overboard with this because it can really get out of hand on you. And a couple of teaspoons of the syrup. You really don't have to measure this. You can't really go wrong here. And of course at the end you're gonna dip them in syrup as well. So how can you go wrong with that? So we just get that mixed up, and then we will start to build them, and I'll show you how to do that coming right up. Now we're gonna put them together, okay? So I've got these mini muffin tins. I just sprayed them with some nonstick spray. That's very important so they don't stick. If you wanna be fancy, you can do some little liners. That would be cute if it's a special occasion. First, I put a little bit of the batter in the bottom just so we don't have all the sausage crumbles sinking to the bottom. Then we spoon a little bit of the sausage in. Then we're gonna top it off with more pancake batter to fill it up. You want to make sure that everything gets covered so that sausage is just encased in there like a little pillow. You're going to bite into it and get just layers. I can already smell, it smells like pancakes right here with the syrup already on them because of what we put in them. So you just keep on doing that. A little more of the filling in one, then a little more of the sausage crumbles. And I'm making a mess, but that's okay. Because if you're not making a mess, you're not eating good food, right? So we will just continue to do these. We've got the oven preheated to 350. When we come back, we'll pop them in, and then won't be long before we're able to eat. So just filling the last of these pancake bites with the second layer of batter on top. Get that finished up, and then we will be heading to the oven. So that is done. They all look pretty good. So now we're gonna head over to the oven. Got it preheated to 350, and we're gonna pop these in. And I wanna say 10 to 15 minutes. They should be done. Just keep an eye on them until they're browned and they look good to you. Pop them out and we'll eat. We just took these out of the oven and they are piping hot and ready to be dipped in syrup, which makes them just extra special. And with me is our son Hogan, and these are one of his favorite treats. So he just came and ravaged them already and had a few of them. So I thought I'd get his opinion. Take a bite of one and tell me what you think. Yeah, I cut one open so we could see. Yeah, it's got the layer of sausage in there. Gonna dip it in the syrup. That's good. That's pretty good. You get a thumbs up from him because I'm not going to accuse him of anything, but he's about the pickiest eater.
You're so mean.
So go ahead and make these your kids, your family. Everybody's going to love them.